Welcome back. Today we're going to take a look at the top 10 meme coins by market cap. We're going to start with, okay, we already did Doge. We're going to start with SHIB, PEPE, with BONK, FLOKI, Bread, POPCAT, MOG, BOME, and then we'll end it with MEW at number 10. Let's get straight into it. Shiba Inu against USD. So here we are for Shiba Inu. Shiba Inu has already crossed the skinny pink line. So my assumption is we're quite oversold. And yes, we can count 5. But I suspect Shiba Inu is heading towards this noisy area, right? If I had to guess, I think we're gonna cross 1,000. We're at 1,003 right now, so a little bit more downside for Shiba Inu, maybe another 28% plus minus. But I'm assuming that we're gonna stop around this area. So yeah, again, I still think that Shiba Inu is gonna hit lower. We're already under the skinny pink line, so the bias is already bearish for Shiba Inu. Pepe against USD. Here we are for Pepe. Okay, so Pepe is scaring me. Why? Because Pepe could be forming mountains. This whole thing could be something like a, I don't know, descending triangle maybe. But yeah, Pepe doesn't look good to me. Technically, we're still above the skinny pink line, which means that the trend is still bullish for Pepe. There is potential that Pepe could still continue higher. Absolutely possible. But we don't have the data yet, right? We still need to see strong rallies towards the upside. If BTC continues dropping lower, very likely Pepe is going to drop even further lower. So be careful about rushing into a trade too soon for Pepe. Dogwifhat. So for WIF, we have, okay, on gate. Let's look at it on gate. Okay, so this is where WIF is at the moment. To be honest, right, I think WIF is the only coin that is showing a potential move towards the upside. This looks like a falling channel. But the question we always ask is, where is the bottom? Is this the bottom? Not too sure. Could we still head lower? Of course we could. Noisy area? Yeah, so you see, noisy area, we stop here. There was a bounce. We came back down. Not exactly. Very tiny, mini, noisy area over here. So I suspect we could be heading towards about 85, 86 cents. Yeah, sub 90 cents. Which means that we're probably going to be breaching $1. We're 164 right now, 165. So more likely than not, more downside for Dogwifhat. I don't think we are done yet. But we've acquired a target over here, and we've hit targets. So again, the question we always ask is this the bottom? Could we still head a little bit lower? Sure, of course. Bonk against USDT. 1, 1, 2, 3. Okay, no, just bonk will do. Bonk on gates. Oh boy, we're touching the skinny pink line. This is not good. This is not good, boys and girls. You could consider this as a mountain range of sorts. Right. Oh my god. It keeps coming back down. Every time there is a push, it gets pulled back down, it gets pulled back down, up, it gets pulled. What do you think is going to happen next? And we've already touched the skinny pink line. So more likely than not, Bonk is going to break the skinny pink line, clear all of these classes of cells. Again, noisy area here, and also here. Right. If we do the full move down, I suspect we're going to drop to the third one. Probably around 200. Right now at 1945. This is going to be a brutal 90%, I think. Yeah. 90%. So be very, very careful. I think Bonk is about to hit much, much lower. The moment you touch the skinny pink line, that's it. More likely than not, more downside for Bonk. Bonk may not hit all the way down straight away. In my head here, consolidate a little bit right under the skinny pink line before continuing lower. And this could be a head and shoulders. Very big head, right shoulder, head lower. So be careful about rushing into a trade too soon for Bonk. Bonkers. FLOKI against USDT. Here we are for FLOKI. On gate, ta-da! We have a target fresh out of the oven for you for FLOKI at 4330. We're at 12063. So from where we are to the target is another 65% towards the downside. So this will coincide with the target will coincide with the noisy area over here. So my assumption is we're going to cross 4,000 Satoshis. Right now we're at 12,000. So this is going to be a brutal fall towards the downside. Again, we've already touched the skinny pink line. I'm assuming that Once we head a little bit lower, there could be a rally, but the assumption is we are heading towards 4330. Cross the skinny pink line, bearish trend is on, unless we break back up above it. So in my opinion, I think FLOKI is heading towards 4330. So as it stands, be very careful about going long for FLOKI. It doesn't really look that good to me. If anything, more downside, right? This whole thing, you can pull a support line across. It's a head and shoulders that has already broken down. You see this? Left shoulder, head, right shoulder. That's it. We broke it. More downsides to be expected for FLOKI. So be careful about rushing to a trade too soon for FLOKI. If anything, FLOKI is a short. If anything. Bread against USD. Here we are for bread. Bread on gate. Anything for us to work with? No. Any? Yep. Nope. We are moving on from bread to POPCAT. Okay, let's look at POPCAT on DEX tools. So for POPCAT on DEX tools, again, we don't have the skinny pink line, but this looks to me like a rising channel. Rising channels usually break lower. I don't see the bearish chart pattern yet. POPCAT will probably have to form mountains first, right? This is a very slanted mountain. Still a mountain, but it's a bit slanted, right? Maybe if you drop here, we get a head and shoulders, then yeah, maybe POPCAT could be heading much lower. But as it stands, yeah, nope, we don't really see much info for POPCAT at this point of time. MOG. Okay, let's go at MOG. MOG USDT. Let's go on gate. Any for MOG. Okay, this whole thing could be head and shoulders. Left shoulder, head. If we drop all the way back down, it's just going to solidify the support that we have over here. The support line, right? Boop, bounce, bounce. Oh, it's setting up for a potential big drop. But as it stands, yeah, we just don't see it yet. So we need to see this drop first. If we continue rising higher and consolidate near the highs, then hey, more likely than not, we could be heading higher. But as it stands, we're not entirely sure. If anything, we are leaning towards the downside at this point of time. Book of Meme. BOME against USDT. Here we are for BOME. It's just like with falling channel. So we kind of like this because there is a potential for things to switch bullish from here. But the question we always ask is this the bottom? Not too sure. Yeah, lower highs is good and lower lows. It seems we are in a falling channel. So falling channels usually break higher. So yeah, again, but we're not entirely sure. So we're going to have to take things one step at a time. We need more information. MU against USDT. Here we are for MU. MU is... Okay, so if you look at MU... Okay, wait, you can't see it here. Let me just look at it here. MU is still in the confines of the accumulation, right? If you were to if you were to check out the highs, we have yet to take it out, right? And the lows, we have yet to take it. We're still within the range of a consolidation accumulation. There is potential for us to head higher, but of course there's also potential for us to head lower. But we are expecting volatility, whichever direction that the MU whales decide to go. But as it stands, it's just not really looking that good, right? You can view this from a bullish and bearish perspective as well. The bearish perspective is we're completing a very big mountain range, and we could be heading much lower. Anyway, as it stands, yeah, once we take this out, right, I'm going to assume that the target that we have over here at 0.033 is already invalidated. If and when we start reaccumulating, right, once we see another, lengthy sideways move, as long as we don't take this out, right, there is potential for us to break towards the upside. But the moment we take this out, that's it. More likely than not, more downside for MU. What's next? Memecoin. I think we already have targets for Memecoin. So for Mimi against USD, yes sir, we still have our 0.7 cents target. We're still loyal to it, and we're still expecting more downside. But this is going to be another 35% more. So more downside still for meme. I don't think we're done yet. We just broke down from a very, very high quality head and shoulders. So if anything, yeah, a little bit more downside. I can already count the waves. 3, right? This whole thing could be a 4 though. Again, 0.007 is expected for meme. So there you go. Be very careful. If anything, yeah, BONK is the one with clear potential, much downside, much more downside to be expected for BONK, because things are really turning bearish for BONK. So be careful. Sorry, no BONK, FLOKI. It's FLOKI that's turning bearish. So be careful about rushing to a trade for FLOKI. Alright, boys and girls, hope you guys enjoyed it. See you in the next one.